Hi, Elisa.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Am I gonna start? You're gonna start, or we're gonna give just a few more minutes?
And let's give it, I think, till at least
Oh, 5.
12:05. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Wonderful.
then you can just probably start right away because she
Okay.
welcomed everyone in the
Perfect.
chat.
Okay. Thank you.
And then just remember, after you finish, before we do the Q&A,
Mhm.
just say this is Elisa Milan, enrollment advisor for the interior design program, and then I'll go into the enrollment process.
Okay.
I think
Perfect.
that'll be a good transition.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna start just sharing the presentation. Can you see it? Okay, perfect. Okay, good afternoon. Here I'm very, very proud to be able to present the Certificate of Interior Design with all of you. And my name is Amy Lopez. I am one of the professors of the program. I'm going to my 7th year with the program, and I have an interior design practice for over 20 years. So I'm going to start right away, because I know probably at the end you're going to have many questions or some questions. I will be glad to answer all of those for you. But let's dive into what is the interior design program at the University of Miami. It is a comprehensive program where we're going to teach you everything that you need to know about the interior design field. And that's whether you want to start your own design business, if you want to start working within the field in one of the companies within Miami, in this case, and if you want to also to pursue your passion for interior design. So what exactly you will learn? We will give you all the knowledge and skills to enable you to design a beautiful, comfortable residential spaces. And one of the things that I'm very, very proud with the University of Miami is that we have the program is designed to help you build your first portfolio, very professional portfolio. And you're going to find out how you're going to be able to do this. Well, the way that we have put the program together is through modules. I am going to start opening the program with some of the modules that I'm going to start telling you what are those, like the style and history of interior design, color, light, materials, and there's combination with other professors that they're going to start also teaching you about the more technical skills, like freehand drawing, space planning. Then you have to do also the renders, and for that you're going to be learning the program of SketchUp, and then to curate and finalize your final project, which will be for your portfolio. You will be learning InDesign. So that's another software that will then close the entire program, and you're going to be able then to see how from the beginning, everything that you had on your mind, all the idea concepts, to put them into something material, and then be able to present your final proposal and have that for your future new clients, for applying to new jobs. So that portfolio is really essential. Also, through the most important for us, obviously, is that you will be able to understand all the concepts, the theory behind it. Then you're going to be very comfortable talking about all the principles and elements of design, such as balance, rhythm, scale, proportion, emphasis, harmony. And how we're going to teach you how to accomplish this. You're going to use all the elements in design, which are now the color, the light, the lines, shapes, textures, patterns. Therefore, you're going to be curating and designing with one particular style or several styles. But who should really enroll? I have divided this into 3 categories. You will find that there's some that are interested in create a more cohesive home, some that actually they design for their own properties. Then there's another group that are the professionals, and some are very new to the interior design field. Some want to get into the field. And then also we find some that are seasoned professional looking for refreshment. And the last ones are the enthusiasts, which simply love learning anything that can about the interior design world. But who should really enroll, or what I see in the classes, in my classes? Well, those who are practicing in the field right now, but lack the theory behind it. And I find this very frequently, especially when I'm networking. I go to different showrooms or different interior design firms, but especially the showrooms. And some of you probably you're practicing right now, but still don't have the confidence to be able to talk with the client about some of those principles that I just mentioned. That's why I put them there, because those are the problems and solutions that you are going to be able to offer to the client. So I see some of this who definitely want to enroll and think that the program, it's very successful for that. Then also we have the international professionals that seek to practice design in United States. Those who are searching for a career change, very, very common. I've had students that they come from the financial field, nurses, attorneys. So they were like, when they come in, they say, this was my dream to start doing interior design, but they made another decision when at a young age, and all of a sudden they decide, yes, no, I really want to pursue this. And the program is a great way for them to really dive in and find out if they're going to be pursuing then their true passion. There's also some students interested in exploring design to commit to a 4-year degree. So it's important, if some of you are thinking about investing that time, then this is the right program also for you to know, either go to architecture or interior design. And also for those who have always envisioned being able to better understand the theory of just good interior design. But let's talk about some industry facts. Amid the COVID-19 crisis, the global market for interior design services estimated 150 billion by the year 2020, and is projected to reach 255 billion by 2027. So definitely it's a market that it's growing, and that you can dive in and start working in the field, because there's a lot of work, especially after COVID. And another that from the Architectural Digest, there's a new International Interior Design Association study shows that the interior design salaries are on the rise, and explains how you can get in on the action. And you might be wondering, what are those salaries that are right now currently in the industry? Well, whether the interior designers own their own businesses and employ other designers and associates, or for established firms, most full-time interior designers can earn an average salary of $50,000. Now, you have to keep in mind, obviously, the location, the state where you are, your experience, the firm size, and because this will affect your salary, the potential for bonuses, and possible commissions. Why certification matters? Well, because now we have that the 50,000 that we're talking here average are for non-credential or certifications, but if you get one of your certifications or even more credentials, right now you will be able to reach the bracket of 75,000 K. And I know this because some of the students are already working out there. And I know as a fact that this is what is right now actually here in Miami. It's possible. I think that there's nothing better than a testimonial. And I reached some of my graduates. Remember, I'm going to the 7th year, and they were so kind enough to send me, what they're going and what they're up to right now. And I'm very proud to share this with you. We have here Sari Beda, and she wrote, the Certificate Design Program spearheaded my passion for interior design. I learned so much about the history of design, color, texture, combinations, drawing to scale, and how to dabble in SketchUp. Upon earning my certificate, I was able to begin working in the field and eventually launch my own design company. I have great mentors from the program and still keep in touch with some of my peers. Graduated in 2017. And here is Bruna Moreira. She has been one of my youngest students. She was 17 years old when she started, when she entered to the program. And she says, the Interior Design Program made me realize how much I loved interior design and architecture field. It helped me to choose my degree in architecture and allowed me to work with an interior design company in Texas. In addition, it provided me with the technical skills and theory needed to kickstart my interior design career. That was in 2018. And here we have Kaylee. She says, I work as a project manager at an architectural and design firm called the JASK Group on both residential and commercial projects. After graduating from the University of Miami with an interior design certificate, I began working as a design consultant at CB2, newest location in DC area. Without the experience and knowledge I gained during the Interior Design Program, I would not have been qualified for the career path I now find myself on. Each module prepared me for the role required of me now as an interior designer. Additionally, the support and network of my instructors and fellow students continue to add huge value to my design work. And she graduated in 2021. And last but not least, I'm going to share with you two. I have different testimonials, but time is of an essence. I know we need to talk about enrollment and answer questions, but I want to share with you two of the testimonials that I have on a video. So 1 second. Okay. What do you think about the program, the Interior Design Program certificate with the University of Miami? And then right after, you can start telling me where you're working or what you're doing. How was that experience and what you're doing after the interior design program and what you're doing in the field or related field?
So my interior design firm that I opened is called Summer Shani Studio. So I took the course, the course, I guess it was over a year ago now. It really was such a good experience. And I thought the best way to kickstart my career and learn about interior design, because I didn't major in interior design or architecture or interior architecture in undergrad. I did a career change. So I really started the class knowing nothing, just knowing that I wanted to become an interior designer. The class really did set me up all the fundamentals I needed to know. The class definitely was a great foundation. I still am using a lot of the skills I learned in the course, such as the hand drafting. I actually really like doing it by hand, even like the materials class, obviously what Amy taught, and stuff about like your mental health and emotions and how that is very interrelated and correlated with interior design. Super pertinent and real and super helpful to know. So I started my firm basically once the class ended, and I do only interior residential. I've even done a apartment in New York completely remotely, but it's been really great. And everything has been honestly just word of mouth and Instagram. I haven't done any of my own like marketing or advertising. It's all just happened organically. It's been really great and busy and fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot.
I was in the US.
Let me jump into our last one so that you can, and then you will, I know there's a lot of questions now, but we will be able to answer as soon as possible, okay? Like my last one.
Degree is actually in architecture school back home. And then I came to the United States to pursue to my master. And then I found actually the certificate in University of Miami, which will start in, if I'm not wrong, in March of 2018. And it was a great experience as an architect. It gives you a different vision of what is actually interior design. I think as an architect, you are very structural. We are very structural, and we think about circulations, openings, and layouts. When you do interior design, you have a more open creation path and opening on that area. So it helped me a lot. After that, I had my first actually corporate work here in the United States. In 2019, in January, I started with working with Restoration Hardware. It was a great experience. I worked there for 2.5 years. It gave me the learning about how meeting with the clients, being working in the United States, seeing the type of client here located in Miami. And then it continued my path in interior design firm. And now, right now, I'm actually as a junior designer in a boutique design firm in Bear Harbor Islands. So I think for anyone that want to have that have the same pattern that I had back in the different countries, or even if they always wanted to be in this industry, this is a great program to start with. And then you can see if you actually love it, if you want to change, but it's a great start point and open you a lot of doors, especially because it's coming from University of Miami, which is a very prestigious university here in Florida. So it definitely opened, like, you don't know how many doors. Like everywhere that you knock, you're gonna have an opportunity, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so this actually ends the part of my presentation, but I know, and I've been looking at the chat now, but I think Elisa wants to also talk to you about the enrollment, and at the end, we definitely will answer every single question that you have.
Thank you, Amy. My name is Elisa Milan. I am one of the enrollment advisors for the Interior Design Certificate. We have a few different sessions that you will find on our website, which is www.continue.miami.edu. And you'll see that we have a weekday sessions, which will be Monday and Wednesday. They're from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a live class held via Zoom. And then we also have a Saturday session from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Those will be offered in January as well as, and then we also have a different session, which is Tuesday and Thursday, which still runs the same 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. live class via Zoom. All the different sessions, they're all a live class held via Zoom. For the enrollment process, once you're ready to enroll, you would go to the link that is in the chat now. You will click the session that you're looking to start in. And then, of course, enroll now. You click the enroll now button and then continue on. To speak a little bit about the forms of payment, because I know that's always a big question. There's 3 different ways that you can pay for the program. You can either pay it outright, of course, in full. You could choose the promissory payment plan that we have to offer, where you pay a first initial payment, and then you'll have 6 monthly payments after that, which will finish the month of the same month that the class finishes as well. The third option is for you to get a private educational loan. You could either get that through your own personal bank or somebody like Sally Mae. And then, of course, you set up a different type of payment plan with them, whatever that may be. And I'll work with you. If that's the route that you would like to go, I will work with you so that we can ensure that the registration is done correctly. I think we can probably start with the Q&A now, if you're ready. Amy, I think you're muted still.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna start with the first question I have here is, do we purchase the design software separately? No, like you're gonna have, you have a free trial, especially with the SketchUp and InDesign, and we ask you actually not to go and download like all that software at the beginning, because we want to make sure that you have all that free trial all the period that you need it. So we will guide you and tell you exactly when you should be starting to download those, and you have plenty time then to finish especially the SketchUp and then the InDesign. I hope I answer your question. And then, is there a graduation ceremony at the end of the program? We have in the final day is the way that we do it. Ceremony, no, we don't have like in person. We used to have a short, like a quick, either we change like brunch or somehow like some type of drinks and things to eat at the end of the presentation. The most important and what we do right now is that you are going to be presenting to everybody the final project. So it's very professional, and you will have, we will guide you through that. We will have a lab right before the last presentation, which is what we want to prepare you when you get out there and work, either in front of a client, if it's your own company, or if you're actually going to be interviewing for different jobs, where they ask you in some of those jobs, I know that they will ask you to do presentations. So this one is a great way for you to practice and to end up the program. That's how we finish it. How are the classes structured? So like we work with modules, and the program is being, I think it's 17 years, something like that, approximately. So we have been also getting all the feedback from the students. And the way that we do it is that we start obviously with the theory, because you need to know the basis, the foundation. You need to have this in order for you to start applying it. So then when you get to the modules where you're going to start applying that information, meaning in hand drawings, space planning, that you have enough knowledge by then to be able to do that. We do not go with tests. We want that everything is hands-on, a lot of practice. You're going to have a lot of work. So you need to know that we need to have the camera all the time. It's a live class. You're going to see that we're going to be interacting, because you're going to be able to ask questions right there. I think that's also a very good part of our program. But that's the way that we will guide you. It's through a main final project, but everything it's catered to start putting all, is like the different puzzles and pieces in the puzzle, and that's how we get you until you are able to have a complete full proposal of a residential. And let's see, so that's the test. How are we assessed? Okay, just the project. I think I answered that. The program, how long is the program? 6 months, Elisa, right?
Yes, the program is 6 months. It is 6 months. And again, all the classes are live, held via Zoom. So they're all virtual classes. I see a few people have those questions there.
Do we do we need to have any background? No. And in some of the testimonials, you'll see I have people that they're coming from completely different professional field, and the program is designed in order for you to start from scratch. You don't need to have any background. If you have a background in architecture or interior design in other countries, like it was the last video that you saw, the testimonial. And what we do is that obviously we will expect more from you, because you already have those bases and you are already an architect or interior designer. But no, it's the program is made for people to start from zero. All the classes are virtual, yes. Is the lecturers are provided with books? Okay, we provide all the presentations and all the material. The professors, we're going to share all our presentations with you. We have the books, and we understand that, you know, since you're gonna be also purchasing materials to be able to work, some of the books are optional, so you will decide because you have to do an investment of those, but I always tell you, you know, which ones, if you're pursuing then after that, like the career, then it's definitely something that you would like to have, but they're not mandatory. Do we have to buy materials or resources before the first class? No, you don't. We will guide you. You will have first, you're gonna have the first, if it's Monday, Wednesday, like during the week in the evenings. You're going to be around 4 to 5 weeks first, like with a lot of theory. You're gonna be doing assignments already with that theory. But you don't need to buy the materials. You're gonna buy the materials only when we get to hand drawing. But we will let you know with time as well. Okay. Would the course be on Canva? Elisa, can you answer this one then?
The
So,
course is on Blackboard. It's similar to Canvas, but it is on Blackboard.
okay. Are the basic videos we have to watch? You have to watch, I mean, you can watch, you mean the video of a recorded class? Because we everything is recorded, obviously, but you really have to be in class. If you're not, then, you know, there's certain amount of days that you can miss, and you have to provide documentation for the reason for missing. And the main issue and concern for us is because, again, like if there's some doubts, it's not the same as also when you're just doing a recording and go back, because there's a lot of questions that we will be able to answer right there. It's not the same just, you know, watching a webinar class, and it's completely different. This the way that we are offering the classes being live. Now, if for some reason we miss one session, yes, you're gonna be able to see it. A different field. I wondered if I will be able to work in the designing. Yes. And there's different ways that you can start working within the field. I will also, actually in the last lab, we touch upon that, like how, you know, what are the routes that you, but at that time, you pretty much are aware of everything that you need to know, everything that you will need to apply. And then at that time, actually, you're probably thinking, okay, should I start my own company? Should I just start working within one of the showrooms, which is what we suggest? And by the way, I can tell you that most of the high-end showrooms for interior design, they are really, they really look that you have some type of certification, because once again, it's high-end. You're gonna understand after the program is a lot of material, it's very comprehensive, but it will really prepare you to be out there and working with the client professionally. How computer literate do you need to have? Okay, this one. You are, we ask, you know, the basic, at least, like I know, like one of the just for you to know, like one of the first assignments, they're going to be on PowerPoint, which is some of, you know, but you don't need to know in depth, like, but at least we expect that you have like some of, you know, you would know Word, you would know PowerPoint. And then when it's the time for doing a SketchUp and the other InDesign, also that the professor is going to be there guiding you in order for you to learn that software. So you don't need to know the software. When are we getting the list of the materials? From the beginning, you will get all the materials that you're going to have access to that from the beginning. How many hours a week of work? You guys are going to have to work, especially, and it depends, like we cannot, but I can tell you that it is a lot of work, especially if you have no background whatsoever, because imagine just to have learning how to draw plans, it's gonna take you time. So, I mean, at the beginning, in the first classes with the theory, it might not be that intense, but once you start hitting the hand drawing, you're going to spend quite few hours during the week. I mean, you can spend an entire, I'll just say like entire Saturday or Sunday. I don't know how you want to divide it, but yeah, like at least it could be 10 hours or a little bit more when the program gets into the middle, just for you to know that then is when you, and it's because it's a research also. It's like you have to do, go through the process of designing, and it's the analysis, the research. So it's up to you as well, you know, like how in depth you want to go. How many people are usually in the cohort on average? Elisa, you want to answer
yes,
that?
yes. So on average, we have anywhere from 20 to 25 people per cohort.
My question,
think so.
are we able to see the other? Oh, yeah, we're gonna send you the videos, right? Like Elisa, we talked about that. So that you
They will
can,
send it in, they'll send the link after this session is done. They're going to send a link with the testimonials so they can look through all of them if they wish.
yes, it just didn't, you know, it's as long as a 12-minute, I was recording all the videos, but so you can see the different backgrounds also of the people that are taking the class. Is it the?
So the program, we do not have an on-campus program. The program is completely a virtual program. So it's just held via Zoom, a live class held via Zoom.
At the University of Miami, we have architecture, but we don't have interior design, like the 4-year degree or the master is architecture. So that's, you know, that we answered that question, Nicole.
And then we also do not assist with finding an internship. That is not part of the package deal with the program. We do not assist with that. So I see here somebody asked, when is the last day to enroll? Typically, the last day to enroll would be the day before the program, but the interior design program is one of our most popular programs, and it does fill up quickly. And once the class session is closed, we do not make any exceptions. You will have to enroll for the next one.
Horace, I'm going to answer this one. Does the program prepare for industry certification test? No. And the reason why is also because there's different certifications. If you happen to have a background in architecture from another country or interior design, there's different different ways and different that the state exam, like to become and to be a licensed interior designer, that requires more studies but then also there's other certificates and certifications that you might want to achieve later, but that's up to you. So, and each one then, I can provide, and which I do that also in my last lab, I provide you with all the links for you then. After you take this program, especially if you do not know anything about interior design, by the end of the program, you will know exactly which route you want to take, and then you will be in a better position to decide what type of other certificates you would like to achieve. But we do not prepare for any specific certification test. We don't have projects that we have to do together, or everything is individual. You're going to be the designer, and you're going to be able to choose. We offer, we're going to give you a 4-panel house, but you're actually going to be able to choose locations. So that's something, that we have changed through the years in the program, so that you would be able to do that, and you will be able to offer to this potential client the design style or styles that you think is going to be best as a proposal, but you will be working individually. What the group does is that you guys help each other a lot. That's when in the testimonials, if you listened or read that they really get, you guys are going to get very, very close with each other. Because it's a very, intense in the 6 months, and you will be end up helping each other. Not an iPad. That I know now. You cannot have that done on an iPad, please. Karina, you will have to find a computer. We have had issues with that before, but no, you need a computer. Yes. Do we? Okay, we decide, okay, either SketchUp and Revit are the two top in the nation. Okay, so the University of Miami has already agreements with SketchUp, but again, those two are the #1 in the nation for rendering, and we use SketchUp. And then regarding AutoCAD, we do not teach AutoCAD, and the reason is that, once again, like here, and you will see that in the program, some people, they are going to probably, not all of them, but then some might pursue to work with an interior design firm, or showrooms where you are going to be required, but not all, to have AutoCAD. And that's the reason why we don't go through that, because it's most important also that for your final project, and that you do you're going to be able to do renders. That's really a key in the industry out there. If you go to one of the showrooms and you look for a job, they have their own software to do that, but most of them, they will tell you, they're open of any type of rendering that you will be able to provide. So that's why the program, we decided that this is the best option to take advantage of the time. I hope I answered, Camille, your question. Okay, Lali, can I see the recording about the orientation? Yes. Yes.
Yes, you will be able to get a recording. It'll be done by email as well.
You're welcome, Horace. I hope I answer everything.
I see here for
Oh, I don't know
the
that.
Thanksgiving or Christmas break. Typically, yes, I
Yes.
would have to get back to you as far as is it going to be the whole week. I would need to get back to you, so maybe we can add that to the email as well to see what days will be given. If class falls on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or Thanksgiving Day, I know that you won't have class those days.
Yeah.
If it falls on the holiday, you will not have class.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't know about the TOEFL. I don't think that's necessary. No.
It is not necessary, but you do need to be able to be very fluent in the English language.
What careers can you get after this program since the course is not accredited? The career or the professional path that you can take here is, first of all, any furnishing, any finished materials, you can see there's a lot of tile companies, wallpaper, drapery. So the field is very wide. It's up to you which one, after you see the entire program, which one is more appealing to you. So it's actually very, very wide, any choice that you want. Now, the only difference is when you want to pursue an interior design firm or architectural firm, then of course, that the competition, you're going to be competing with people who have been graduated from 4-year program. So, but I have actually students that for some reason, they started working at a very base level or in some of the departments within that interior design firm. And guess what? They're pursuing that as a career now. The program helped them a lot because they found out that they actually wanted to pursue the interior design. I hope I answered that. Not a specific computer, but a computer. We asked the computer because in the iPad, for some reason, you cannot, it's for saving and the way that I know you need you really need a laptop or a computer and we have in the program, we have the minimum requirements for that. So you will see that I'm pretty sure that Elisa, we can send them that so that they are prepared, but no iPads, please, because I know that won't work. if you have a computer that is also like from your job, by the end of the program, when you need to do the saving of the renderings or SketchUp, like it becomes very, very heavy. It's just like, you know, when let's say like, I just wanted to send you this video with the testimonial. So something like that, I have to send it through other, other softwares. And then, or if I'm preparing or editing a video, or especially these presentations, when you do the renders, then that's going to take time to be saving a lot. So then your computer would get very slow. So please be careful for the people that are going to use their computer for work. In the time, like when it's towards the end, it will become very slow. So that's some of the things that, you know, I really need to tell you. So you are prepared. You take the proper caution, or, you know, when you're going to be saving, that you're not going to be saving the same time that you're working, because then it will freeze your computer. You don't want that. Do your students open their own business? Yes. They do that, Daniel. Most of them, no, some, and again, and I think this is part of you finding out, it's not only this profession, but you need to have other skills. You need to have some business skills as well to be able to run your own company. And I kind of like guide you with those things. So I happen to be offering also the lab and the second lab. At the end also, I let you know, at that time, I don't do it before, is because I need to make sure that you really understand by the end which route you want to take. And then you can ask me a lot of questions. You're going to see other questions from other students that it will help you as well. So we all kind of like, I give you a lot of input on that. Do you know any students that continue their interior design education discourse as a master's degree? Okay, the ones that they have done, yes, they have done other majors, right? And they took this class and they want to pursue a master's degree. Yes, you can do that. Now you're going to be asking the school that you go, you're going to have to take extra classes because they have to validate some of the basics in order for you to go to a master's degree specialized in interior design. So yes, you will have to take more classes at that point. Will this course teach you about interior? Yes, we will teach you about interior decorating. Mm-hmm. That's when we teach about the styles, how to combine the styles, and all the materials, the color, the lighting. You need to, in order for us to have a very beautiful space, a space that works not only aesthetically, but functional, emotionally, like everything that you need to know, you need to learn how to combine all of the elements of design that I talked before, like the light, the color, patterns, textures, lines. And yes, you're gonna play with that basically when you're doing your final presentation. What if you want to specialize in interior decorating? I would say that the main difference also from interior decorating and interior design, that is what we have, this program is more interior design. So meaning that you are going to learn how to do floor plans. You're going to have to draw floor plans. You're going to learn about scale. You're going to learn about space planning, but mostly hands-on on different type of layouts within a floor plan. When it's only interior decorating, means that you're not going to be learning about doing elevations and again floor plans in depth, because decorating it's similar to staging. I'll say that it's not. You don't have to really go and learn how to scale in floor plans. So that's something that you need to decide if this is then for you, because you will be required to have and to learn to do floor plans. No, it's not, Figueroa, it's not a problem. You're going to learn the drawing, which you might be in this classes. It's fascinating to see how people discover their own talents that they were sometimes hidden or you haven't pursued them. And you have different ones. Again, you're gonna find out in interior design, we either learn by hand or then you have the other, which is technology. So some of the ones that you might say, you know, I'm not very good at drawing and you cannot come up with very beautiful hand drawings, then probably your chance and your best bet for practicing would be then a SketchUp. But you will, I find out a lot of students, and in this case, you saw the first testimonial that she fall in love with hand drawing. She learned how to do it. And that's also another way that we can show the client right there, you know, like at the moment, because once you learn that skill, it's really amazing.
To answer the question about the syllabus, we do not send out the syllabus before registration. That is part of the welcome email that also includes the list of materials.
Okay, so I think,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if anybody is looking to enroll, please feel free to contact me. My information is also in the chat. And you know, we would love to have you and welcome you to our program.
Anna, you need to learn, it's gonna be in my first class. So it's the first assignment and you need to learn how to work with PowerPoint, but just the basic again, like you will need to know because it's what I'm going to ask you is to do a collage at the beginning of one bedroom to explain it better. I talk about mood boards, but I know everybody don't understand. If I use the word collage is like you're gonna have to be able to show me in PowerPoint a collage of how to do a bedroom with some of the requirements that I'm going to be asking. Any more questions?
The cost of the program is $4,495. And again, just to go over, it's 3 different forms of payment. You can pay it outright in full, of course. The second will be the promissory payment plan, where you will pay the first initial payment and then 6 payments throughout the course of your program. And then the third option is a private educational loan, where you can go to maybe your bank or somebody like Sally Mae and apply to see, you know, if you're approved. And then if you choose to go that route, we will be in communication to ensure that we complete the registration properly and within a timely manner.
There's a question about the students, where they ended up after the program. I think that you can see also on the videos that they're going to send you the link so that you can see the testimonials, and it's very wide. It could be from interior design firm to any different showrooms to opening their own company. And could this course be prepare you for? Yes, of course, to be any designer, because you can, especially now, sometimes after COVID, like we all had to jump into do proposals to via, you know, online. So yes, you can do that as well.
And has the program always been online? No, it has not. Prior to COVID and the pandemic, it was on campus, but the program itself has been running very successfully online. We have amazing instructors, and it's just been a great experience for it to be online.
Okay, it says I'm gonna answer this too. Can you work on only work on residential projects? Yes, this program is catered to residential, and because commercial has other codes and we don't go, but you learn the basic within residential, so that will help you then if you want to. You can work after in commercial too, but Again, it's just the beginning. There's a lot of information that we put in 6 months. So, and Anna, you said you're 55. Well, let me tell you that I have a wonderful, amazing lady that I always take as an example. And she was in the mid-60s. She didn't know any PowerPoint. And at this point, I gave her also the option to do the collage in by hand. And she told me, I'm going to learn. She was really into it. And to be honest with you, I was very worried at the beginning. I said, oh my God, it's like, I don't know if she's going to. She was the top 3 final projects in the top 3. So when you want something, and this is a lady, I can put you in contact with her. She is an inspiration. So it's how much, my question would be is like, how much is your interest in learning interior design? If you have some plans in the future, and yes, you're going to have to do the work, but it's after this, it's like I tell you, it's not impossible. Oh, we have very few, let me tell you, from 20, like that girl, like 18, like from 20 to 27, I would say is the lower, like I would say that the majority between 30, but 45, I mean, it's around there, like 37, 40, I think the majority will be also like in that packet, but it all depends. For some reason, some cohorts, they have younger crowd, but then we have a wide variety of students.
And the question, is the program available yearly? The program is available up to 4 times a year. And we have different sessions. So we have one schedule that's Monday and Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have another schedule that is Tuesday and Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then we have a Saturday session that's from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Not yet. Not in person yet.
No, not in person yet. It is a live class held via Zoom, completely virtual.
Yes, I don't put you in contact because I tried to give you a lot of information about the showrooms, definitely. And there's too many, but definitely, I share a lot of the showrooms I work with. Like you're gonna be able to take notes about that. I put in some of the presentation also more vendors that you can do your sourcing out. So yes, that. I'm very proud of the program. I mean, and I love my students. I keep in contact with them. I mean, it's not because I'm here in Honestly, I really, really love this program. I'm right now the lead professor. I've been looking at different changes since I started. I'm very committed to give you my best, and I can talk in behalf of every single professor here. Is just so committed. We love it so much that I think you cannot get anything better than somebody who loves what you're doing. I think that's the most important. There's many good programs out there. I mean, you need to find what fits you. And but I can tell you from my heart that really we really have a very good program. Yes. We're gonna be 5 with different modules all throughout. Laura. Mhm. Okay, so I hope I will answer all the questions. Let me see. Oh my gosh, long time ago, actually started my first projects because I also have a background in fashion. And I started doing closets, high-end closets. And then I started transitioning more and more. Again, when you're young, you're not, you have to develop that, the experience and the confidence and all of that. But that's how actually I started doing that. And then all of a sudden it was like now the bedrooms and then to the entire house, and you feel very comfortable. And then also have done some commercial projects as well. But I do enjoy the residential projects a lot. Elisa?
Yes. The recording will be sent out to you by via email, as well as the testimonials that Amy had put together of our students.
All the projects we have to do digital. You're gonna start hand drawing, Laura, first, and then you're going to go into the rendering, meaning that when you have done everything on the floor plan and especially all the floor plans in space planning, then you will be able to go to the digital, which is the SketchUp. You're welcome, Anna.
Okay, so thank you everyone for coming and joining us. Again, if you're ready to enroll, you can feel free to contact me by email or by phone. I will be available. And any questions, just please feel free to reach out to us.
Yes. I hope to see you in the class. You're gonna be learning. You're gonna learn everything. So it's not a terrible handwriting or drawing skills. Great, Laura. I hope to then meet you in person, personally through an online. Okay, Elisa, so I think I'm gonna send you the video of the testimonials and so that you can share with everybody.